Hello guys, the TV Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we will be going over a 3v3 Iron Man, and this is one of the South American Iron Mans from one of their tournaments. We go ahead and we have Lantern, Azuna, Nib, Chaotic Elements, and Droll. They have Pop Field Spell, Cupsies, Called By, Marshmallow, and Fua. And then, okay, we will go ahead and see the Yummy player going first. Marshmallow effect summon itself out, so it does go ahead and play into Azuna. Azuna effect special, Azuna effect to go dump, and then dump Lupus. Lupus effect to summon, chain Called By onto that. Normal summon out Fualos, and then Fualos make Amirage, and then use those bodies to make the Cupsy Yummy way. Okay, could have used the field spell first and then pop the Azuna. It's not like they're going to have like a Charmy at this point or anything. I guess they could have Imperm though. But it's not like Imperm hurts your deck plays around it. I guess it could hurt later though. Well, impact you somewhat later. Go ahead, search, discard Lollipo, get hit with Droll, and then chain the Cupsies effect, tag out, bring out Lollipo, Marshmallow, and then Lollipo effect to go ahead, get rid of Droll. Doesn't use Marshmallow effect to place the Mingyong. Then activates the Pop Field spell, turn Lollipo into Snatchy, and then turn those into the Lollipo Synchro 1, Field Spell 2, pop the Azuna, special summon back out 2 from the graveyard, and then make Metal Marcher effect, special summon back out, and then here we're going to go ahead and activate Nib, so tribute everything, pass over the token, and then they get the Field Spell effect to go special from deck. Now that's going to bring out Cookie effect, lower Nib by 1,000, then go into a copy of Snatchy, and then we can Snatchy effect, go place Mingyong from deck, Mingyong effect to summon back out Marshmallow, Marshmallow effect, grab back the Pop Field spell, and Snatchy can also place this card from hand next turn. I guess we could also just use it from hand this turn. Mingyong could also put itself back if we wanted it to. We're going to link off into Oniri. Oh, okay, and we can go ahead and set Called By. So use that, reset Called By, and then special out Cupsies from hand, pass, draw, and Lockbird, and then activate Chaotic Elements, grab out Jolko from the decks of the hand. Yeah, can't lead with Jolko here, obviously, though. Normal summon out Droll, they said that's okay, which does mean... Wait. Did we really not make Cookie, Book of Moon, Droll? They can't beat over Cookie with Nib because we have Mingyong. They go Jolko, reveal. We go chain tag out, summon Cookie plus something else. We get Cookie effect to pop. We could even go for Snatchy and pop both the cards they summon. But if one's like a Crystron, then it's different. But then we can summon out like a Lollipo at some point off of this Synchro. I guess it wouldn't work like that exactly. Go in the SP, well, not as easily, because, they're turn players, so their Soufflador would be 1, your Cookie would be 2, and then you can't chain Lollipo. But they make SP, and then Jolko effect, reveal the Lantern, and then special summon, activate Snatchy, pay 100, chain SP to go ahead, banish, and then now activate Jolko effect to go search, grab out Nuori. Okay, that's a pretty bad ad, because we can't do anything with it, we already normal summoned. And then Lantern, grab out Forced Released. Yeah, I guess just like none of the cards we were going to be adding is going to be doing anything. Okay, obviously not playing pure K9 because we didn't grab out a copy of Lantern. So we're going to go ahead and make Jax. And then Jax effect to go ahead, pop Cupsy, set Forced Released, end phase, SP, go ahead, bring back itself plus Snatchy. They also went end phase and said SP, but I mean, technically you would return your monster first, and then they get to return their monster, so it's not like, the zone placement basically, like, you choose yours, then the opponent chooses theirs. It's not both at the same time. Pass, draw Droplet. Okay, that's solid. Mingyong effect, target Cupsy. And then in response, chain SP, banish itself plus Snatchy, chain Forced Release, chain Called By onto Jolko. There's not even a Jolko in the graveyard though. No Jolko in grave. Yeah, target Lantern. And then chain Droplet to shut down the SP. And now they get to bring out Werewolf and Pop. So Pop Snatchy, but now Mingyong's going to resolve. Bring out Cupsy effect. And yeah, this is pretty easy cleanup at this point. They have Werewolf to look at hand, but that's it. that effect doesn't do anything. Grab out Surprise, and then turn Cupsy into Snatchy, special out Cookie from hand. Activate the Pop Field spell, they go Werewolf effect to look at hand, and then just chain the Surprise. So on to the next game now, we will go ahead and see the Canine deck go first. And we have Soufflador, Ash, Nib, Noori, Jolkul. They have Talons, Cupsy, Pop Field Spell, Thrust, and Marshmallow. So go main phase, normal out Noori, Noori effect, bring out Azuna, Azuna to go dump Lupus, and then overlay those to make Ripper, and then activate Ripper effect, attach, grab out the Lantern from the deck to the hand, and then Lantern effect to summon back out the Noori from the graveyard, and then we go Lantern, grab out Case for K9, and then Noori, Sun Lantern. Yeah, sending Lantern off board, because, I mean, it is better to have Noori on board. I wish we could have looked at hand and then decided if we wanted to search or not, but we want to leave, like, the machine, because we already normal summon, so we need to get, I guess we don't even need to make Platinum Gadget, because we have Soufflador in hand. Jolkul in the Soufflador, dump Smiger plus Sunefnir. Jolkul effect goes search, grab out the Azuna from the deck to the hand, overlay in the River Stormer, and then River Stormer effect, grab out Scrap Recycler, and then, okay, make Platinum Gadget, summon Scrap Recycler, Scrap Recycler effect to go dump Tristaros, Case for K9, grab out the Noori, and then make Clockwork Knight, and then I assume we're going to Clockwork Knight Sun Case for K9, and that's why we used it there. Yeah, grab out Clockwork Knight from the decks of the hand, nice little Floodgate, Clockwork Knight, Sun Platinum Gadget, bring out Recycler effect, go dump. I was going to dump Spell Canceller. Okay, so trying to get double Floodgate through their, you know, little Clockwork Knight stuff, and then go SP banish itself. Okay, maybe trying to play around Mega Fleet. Maybe there's another reason that we'll find out. Smiger, banish, grab out Inclusion, Sunefnir, go ahead special by discarding Inclusion, pop itself, effective summon from deck and defense position. And then they have Inclusion that can summon out the Tristaros. And now we can make Synchro 7, and then we have Synchro 7 effect to go ahead, add back, grab back the Inclusion. We still have Inclusion, the Search Trap. Tristaros, pop, special out from deck, and then we get the Synchro effect to summon back out the Tristaros from the banish pile, overlay in the Nova, and then make the Infinity, activate Inclusion to go search, that's going to grab out Cluster from the deck to the hand, activate Clockwork Knight, set traps, Soufflador, pop Inclusion, special summon out, and then make the F.A. Don Dragster early instead of trying to wait. And then pass. Okay, so we definitely could have just left SP there and then Infinity effect to suck it up, and then the Infinity would have had more attack. But I guess SP banishing itself is like, it's fair enough. Pass, I draw Ash Blossom. But is it though? Because the only time SP up in the extra monster zone hurts us is if Infinity is in the main monster zone, and if Infinity's here, then Infinity can take this, so I don't know if it makes too much sense. Normal Cupsy effect, grab out Surprise from the deck to the hand. They can't make Snatchy because, you know, Clockwork Knight, so they're going to make Amarage here. And then on summon, activate Cluster to go ahead, pop that. Put back a Soufflador, and then activate Pop Field spell. Yeah, maybe could have used that prior. Now that I actually look at it, like, why would we not use that prior? Isn't that probably, like, the best spot to try to use it? Also, we didn't even use Spell Canceller. We didn't even go for, like, a Princess line into this card. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, Ripper to negate Marshmallow, Talents to take, and then Infinity to negate. Which is also interesting that we're using Infinity and not F.A. Don Dragster, because this card can only negate spells and traps, while this can negate anything. Activate Thrust, we're going to Ash it, yeah, and then, okay, they go ahead and emit the feat. So moving on to Game 3, we will see Rappy, Borrow go first. We have Chaotic Elements, Case for K9, Ash, Noori, Nib. They have Called by, Ash, Black Goat, Cookie, and Purge. So go main phase, normal summon out Ash Blossom. Okay, make Amarage, special out Cookie from hand. Use those to make Cupsy Yummy Way, chain Ash, chain Cupsy Yummy Way, and then chain Called by. Sure, so just chain in the Synchro effect and maybe try to bait them into using like Bell or something. Because it's not like we really need the effect to summon back out from grave. And then get Marshmallow plus Cupsy there. And then discard, thinking if they want to discard Black Goat or not, but they're just going to discard Marshmallow, then turn Cookie into Snatchy. Snatchy effect to go place from deck. And then thinking in response, they go ahead and chain Nib. Okay. Sure. Chain Nib, yeah. Place the pop field spell. Oh, they don't play Link Spider. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to say, okay, yeah, sure. Link Spider, special Cupsies, proceed the win. Go ahead, pass. They draw Forced Release. They don't even set Purge, so the opponent is able to normal summon out Nuori. Yeah, it just seems like this player is just making like a lot of weird plays. Normal Nuori effect, bring out Jolko from deck. And then Jolko effect to go search. They said, wait, on summon. I want to activate Black Goat. And then when you use the effect to search, I want to purge. Summon is okay. Summon, I think. Then they said it's fine. Because if they see them activate Black Goat preemptively, they know Purge is in hand. And then they know the last card's Cupsies. Or they could be using this early to make them think that they have Purge in hand. But in reality, it's actually a copy of Nib and Black Goat called Ripper. Imagine. That'd be some pretty big brain plays. Jolko, grab out Azuna. Activate Case for K9, grab out Jolko from the deck to the hand. And then Nuori, Sun Case for K9. I guess it wouldn't even matter, right? Because we just get to look at the hand. This card's so good. It's just Ice Rizio that also looks at the hand. So anything on res? No. We go ahead and make Ripper. And we also have Forced Release. So they're going to go ahead, Black Oak, call Jolko. Okay. We're not going to use the effect of search. Are you kidding me? You have Purge in hand. We know you have Purge in hand. Activate Forced Release, special summon out. Go ahead, pop the field spell. And then this is a small token. It only has Snatchy on it, so that's still just game there. So go ahead and swing for game. Yeah, okay, GG. And then Dark Soul 13 is up next. So we have the Crystron K9 deck going up against Dark Soul, and Dark Soul gets to choose to go first. We have Case for K9, Azuna, Nib, Cluster, Droll. They have Marshmallow, Ash, Cupsy, Pot of Prosperity, Ash Blossom. So go main phase. Normal out Cupsy. Cupsy effect goes search. Grab out Surprise from the decks of the hand. On resolution, drop Droll and Lockbird onto them. And then also, isn't this the same combination of hand traps we saw from match 1, game 1? Go for Snatchy. Snatchy plays Mingyang. And then Marshmallow effect. Special summon itself out from the hand there. Anything on res? No. And then turn those into Lollipo. Lollipo effect. Special summon back out from the graveyard. Bring out Marshmallow Cupsy. And then on that summon, activate Nib. Okay. I guess because they could just hard make Herald next. And they're afraid of that. Most people would just go for Metal Marcher though. Then pass over the Nib token. And then from here, I guess maybe they could have just made SP and they're afraid of them just doing like the small end board. Activate Surprise now, 2 special summon. And then Chain Azuna. Does that even make sense to Chain Azuna? I guess summon Azuna. They summon back out Lollipo. We just don't use the effect to dump. But they're just going to summon Marshmallow. Yeah, because Marshmallow just gets them right back to Surprise. And then Marshmallow effect, Azuna effect. Ash Blossom on Azuna, grab back Surprise. And then turn Marshmallow into Snatchy. Mingyang effect, summon back out Marshmallow. Okay, and then set Surprise, set Pot of Prosperity, pass. They draw a Souffleur. Okay, so now go main phase. And then we have Case for K9. We know our opponent has Surprise here also. They have another Snatchy engraved, so we can't just like make SP like we did the one game and then try to Jolko effect. So we're gonna go activate Case for K9. Yeah, I was gonna say it won't work because they also have a level 1 too. If they didn't have a level 1, could have just went SP banish Marshmallow. Case for K9, grab out Jolko from the decks of the hand. Battle phase, and then start a battle phase. They're gonna go ahead, activate Surprise to special. Bring out Snatchy effect to place the pop field spell. Try to beat over Snatchy. They said okay. And try to beat over the other Snatchy. And now they're going to pay the 100. Alright, go ahead, bring out the Cupsy. And then Cupsy 1 field spell 2. Pop the Azuna. and then search out Cookie, search out Cupsy, and then discard the Cookie. And now main phase 2, Jokel effect, reveal the Soufflador, and then in response to chain the effect, tag out, summon back out from the graveyard. Bring out Snatchy plus Marshmallow. Maybe we could just trade summon for Soufflador. It's like weird because this is not great. I guess like Ash obviously is like the nuts. Even if we traded for Soufflador though, got hit with Ash on that. I was just trying to think because it feels like if you try to go into it like this, they're gonna go ahead, book a moon, your level 5s. You still get the dump 2 though, so then you still have like Smiger plus the Sunefnir. Which is still a good amount there. They have the effect to tag out though. They don't have Lollipop in rotation though. So Lollipop won't be able to like rip the graveyard, which is always going to be really nice. I do have Cookie. Okay, so now they're going to go Snatchy, pay 100. Go ahead and bring out the Cookie and then Cookie effect. Yeah, on to the next game now. We'll go ahead and see the Crystron deck go first. Opening hands, we have Ash, Jokel, Clockwork Knight, Noori, Therion King. They have Cupsy, Droplet, Droll, Ash, Harpy's Feather Duster. So go main phase, Jokel effect, reveal Noori, which is just so good. It makes all the hand traps look dumb to it. So bring out from hand, Jokel effect goes search, grab out Noori. Well, I guess Droll does work here. Yeah, on res, go ahead, drop Droll and Lockbird. And then they said okay to that. Noori effect sent itself to look at the hand. Now normal Noori effect to go special. It's going to bring out Azuna, which they let go through, which now gives us an extra rank 5. Azuna to go ahead, dump. And then that's going to dump Lupus, and then Therion King effect. Equip the Noori, and then summon out Therion King. And now make Jax, because I mean we had to make a K9. Because of the Noori, and then summon out Lupus, make Valon, activate Clockwork Knight, pass, so we have like a miniature Floodgate, we have Therion King negate, Valon, we have Jax, we have Ash. Okay, so now they will go main phase, Droplet, sending 2 to shut down Therion King plus Valon, and then the Noori is supposed to fall off because this was negated, but then they get hit with Harpies anyways. And then normal Cupsy effect to go search, Cupsy grab out surprise. And then anything on res, no, make Snatchy effect, place the Mingyang effect, summon back out from the graveyard. And you may ask, why didn't they just Ash Cupsy? Well, it's because we have nothing left here. So if we Ash Cupsy, our opponent knows everything we have and we lose the game. Where right now, the card in hand's an unknown, and the opponent could randomly be playing into it, and randomly mess up, and also we have to Ash this Cupsy, otherwise we guaranteed lose. Like, surprise the hand is fine, but if they get, 2 more Yummies in rotation, that's very bad for us. Chain the effect to tag out, and then, also this just being an unknown, sometimes it's what you would have to do. Like, okay, even if this wasn't Ash Blossom, let's say this was, some random engine card, well, I guess it wouldn't work like that. No, if it was, a weak hand trap, a weak hand trap, I guess Ash, right? You can't Ash, the little Cupsies, you just have to hold it. I guess a better example would be Effect Veiler. You would have no good spot to Veiler, so you might just hold it the entire time to bluff Nib. Now activate Surprise, target Valon, Jax, because, it has Lupus, but it's negated. Then chain Snatchy, pay 100, go ahead and Synchro out, bring out Lollipop, and Lollipop effect, summon back out from the graveyard, sure. Battle phase, attack over, and then attack. Yup, that's fine. Not game, but it does not need to be because they're on top deck versus, yummy cards. You don't top deck out of this. Go ahead, go for Oniri effect, reset surprise. Pass turn, they draw Nib. And then, okay, they go ahead and admit defeat. They said same account next. Okay, so we have Junuberg versus Dark Soul. So Yummy will be going second, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Cookie, Bell, Imperm, Cupsy, Purge. They have Droplet, Perulia, Cookie, Ash, and Droplet. So standby phase, drop Perulia, normal Cupsy effect. They draw Mingyang, and then on Cupsy, they go ahead and Ash Blossom that. And now make Snatchy effect, special, place Mingyang effect, special summon back out the Cupsy from the graveyard. And then we can go ahead and use those to make Cupsy Yummy Way effect to go ahead, search discard. That's going to grab out Marshmallow plus the Cupsy, and then discard the Cookie, and then we just go ahead, set Imperm, pass turn, because we don't want to summon any more from hand and give them more draws. They draw in the Imperm, So now activate Droplet, send Droplet, then we just chain Cupsy effect, tag out, summon out Cupsy plus Snatchy. Yeah, then they just negate Snatchy, and then we get Cupsy to go ahead draw on the Cookie though. Then they normal summon out Cookie. I mean, they could have imperm that to shut it down, to stop them from getting a draw. But they could also use it as a discard and then get like an extra body out of it basically. Activate Mingyang effect, because if they Cupsy search 2 Yummies and then discard imperm, then they get to keep a Cupsy or like one of the Yummy monsters, so that's an extra body. But okay, they get hit with imperm Bell, and they go ahead and emit defeat. On to the next game now. We will go ahead and see Dark Soul 13 go first. We have Lollipo, Fua, Engage, Imperm, Droplet. They have Imperm, Surprise, Ash, Lollipo, Marshmallow. Okay, so they do have Ash for Fua. I mean, this hand looked really good. Especially if the Fua would have resolved. Go in the Snatchy effect, they Imperm it. Now they have Marshmallow. Yeah, just praying they didn't have anything else, but they did. And now go ahead, turn those bodies into the Cupsy effect to go ahead and search out the Cookie plus the Cupsy. Was there not a world where we could have made Lollipo first? I guess it maybe isn't the greatest there. To Lollipo summon back out, try to set up Herald early. Okay, special summon out Cupsy. And then Cupsy effect, go ahead, search. Yeah, it doesn't make the Link 1 first or anything. Oh, because they're just going to turn those two into Metal Marchers. So trying to make the Herald before using Lollipo to summon back out. Effect, special summon back out. Okay, this does work. Surprise, bring out Marshmallow. Marshmallow effect, grab back. Now turn those into Herald. So again, to set up Herald before Lollipo instead of Herald before Cupsy. And then Cupsy and the Snatchy, which I think is probably fair. Either way, like going for early-ish Herald, solid. Special out Cookie, use those bodies, go in the Lollipo. It's also not super standard for the mirror to be playing Nib, but it has become a little bit more popular since we've seen Obedience School get hit down. Where there are some people that are playing Nib in the deck, and there are already some people playing the Nib in the deck before. We summon back out, we make IP, we set 2, we pass to draw Obedience Schooled. Oh, okay, activate Engage, any response. Chain Lollipo effect to tag out, bring out Cupsy, and then Engage, grab out the Hornadrones, and then Cupsy effect to draw into Obedience School. Hey, we both drew it this turn. The normal summon out Lollipo, activate IP effect to go ahead, bring out SP, and then SP effect to banish Lollipo, chain Droplet. We're going to go ahead, send 2 to shut down Herald plus Cupsy, and then activate the Obedience School. So now Obedience School, we'll try to summon out 3 from the deck. So they still have SP, they have Surprise, they have Imperm. Obedience School, go ahead, bring out 3, but I guess it's not like Surprise is doing very much here. Yeah, it's not doing very much. So bring out 3, and then on summon anything, no. Now we make Snatchy, and then Snatchy effect to go place. Chain SP on the Snatchy, and then, so banish Herald plus Snatchy, and then they're going to let that go. They don't chain Snatchy effect to try to synchro, because they know they might get hit with Imperm, and then they don't get the place from deck. Now they go into another Snatchy, and now we go into Cupsy Yummy Way. Cupsy Yummy Way effect to go search, and then that will grab out the Cupsy Yummy plus the Marshmallow, and then discard Marshmallow, special out Cupsy from hand. Cupsy effect to go search. They didn't set up Link to try to stop that, but they could chain the Synchro effect to tag out and get the extra body off of it anyways. Chain, Surprise. Okay. Surprise didn't make Snatchy though, because getting Surprise in rotation is really good. It gives you the same amount of bodies, but then you have the Surprise in rotation for the Marshmallow. I guess it doesn't matter like that much if it's the same amount of bodies and we're thinking about follow-up, but thinking on special summon, they're going to go Cookie on the Snatchy, chain Snatchy, wait, okay. Cookie on the Snatchy, chain Snatchy to place from deck, chain Snatchy to go ahead Synchro, so bring out Lollipo, they get to go ahead, place Mingyang, Cookie pop the Link 1, Lollipo summon back out Marshmallow, and then make Snatchy with the Marshmallow. Ming Yang effect to summon back out the Marshmallow. Oh, okay, that's why we didn't do it, because we already went through the other Snatchies, and we needed the third Snatchy to still have Ming Yang effect to summon back out, so we actually do get one more body this way. I was gonna say, like, grabbing the surprise is like, it's like a follow-up thing, but we're trying to end the game into a board like this. So now go battle phase, try to beat over, yeah, and then beat over, and then attack for game, yeah. So now on to the next match, yeah, next game. Oh, well, yeah, next match we have Junoberg versus Roberto, 1, 2, 5, 6, and we see the Pure Yummy deck go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Ming Yang, Cookie, Talents, Imperm, Called by. They have Marshmallow, Purge, Bell, Pot of Prosperity, Fua. How much Pure Yummy is there in this tournament? This is crazy. Okay, so go main phase, normal summon out Cookie. They drop Fua, we drop Called by, they drop Bell. And now we do have Talons, but we're going to make Snatchy first, let them get their one draw, you know, get our little setup, and then we can go ahead, Talents like a hand. Pot of Prosperity is going to get ripped off that Talents. Ming Yang, summon back out Cookie, and then we can go set Imperm, pass. I guess could have also summoned that in attack because we have Ming Yang. They draw in the Imperm, and then just Imperm the Snatchy. That's pretty good. Normal out Marshmallow, and then turn that into Snatchy. Yeah, and they have that in hand, so can't even like Imperm the Link 1 and pray. So we admit defeat on the game 2 now. Junoberg go first. We have Pop Field Spell, Cup C, Yummy Surprise, Contact C, Hornadrones. They have Cup C, Yummy, Dark Ruler, Fua, Marshmallow, Ming Yang. Dark Ruler plus Fua, pretty broken combo. So we're going to drop Fua and draw phase to play around the one of Talents. Nice, nice. Activate Hornadrones, go ahead, summon out a token. And then normal out Cup C effect, grab out Cookie. Okay, so it's normal summons it there. Doesn't try to make Kagari first or anything, but that's fair because we're under Fua. We were never making Kagari here, in my opinion. Go ahead, go on the Snatchy. They get the draw on the Purge. Snatchy effect, place Ming Yang effect, summon back out from the graveyard. And then you'll see some people go for the Cup C Synchro, but that's normally only if you didn't start with Cup C's because they want to get access to Surprise. Basically trade an extra draw to get access to Surprise is what a lot of people do. Pass, they draw Hornadrones. So now main phase, activate Dark Ruler, activate Marshmallow, chain Hornadrones, summon out a bunch of bodies there without even normal summoning, contact C to the opponent's board, and then on res, I was going to say we could Surprise, just bounce all the extra bodies to try to pray that we can get contact C to stick and win us the game. So now they go normal out, Cup C effect goes search, and it's like, yeah, they even have the best normal summon there. Then go ahead, link off in the IP, which we knew that they played, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, sure, they had Cup C's on top of that. Like, they needed Hornet, Marshmallow, Cup C. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now activate Ming Yang, and then make Snatchy. Snatchy effect. About to say, they said misclick. No. Okay. Did they say it quick or something? They special summoned the sent. Activate that from hand. Okay, summon that. Declared the effect. Said misclick. Then declared field spell. And they said no. Actually, you're good. You're good. Then go into the Cup C Yummy way. Cup C effect. Grab out the Lollipo plus the Cookie. And then go ahead. Discard Marshmallow. Special summon out Cookie. Special summon out Lollipo. Make a Snatchy. Turn Snatchy and Lollipo into Lollipo Synchro. Lollipo Synchro. Summon back out 2 from the graveyard. And then battle phase, go ahead, beat over, and then we go ahead and go into the Star Ham, and then we have Star Ham effect to discard the Purge, to special back out Marshmallow. Marshmallow, grab back Surprise. Okay, and then turn those into the Herald of Arclight. Set Surprise, and then pass, and this is just enough interruptions to win. The Purge wasn't used, so we can still use IP and the SP. Pass, draw Purge. And then normal out Cup C effect, try to go search, chain Lollipo effect, tag out, summon out the Snatchy plus the Lollipo. No point of using Herald on this. I would definitely want to save Herald for like non-engine / extender or something like that. Like not even the extender they search. Like your end board's beating all the Cup C things by itself. They do have field spell up though too, which is something to think about. Snatchy, Lollipo. So banish the surprise and place the pop field spell. Snatchy, pay 100. Okay, and then go ahead and like Book of Moon this, pop their field spell or something, but they go ahead and just submit defeat. And then, okay, so this is match number 5 now. We will go ahead and see Roberto decide to go first, 40 versus 41. We have Fire Attacker, Fua, Impulse, Nuori, and Fua. They have Talons, Ghost Belt, Imperm, Fua, Called By. Wow, okay, so you feel crazy drawing double Fua Impulse. Well, I guess not Impulse because you also drew Fire Attacker. But our opponent bricked, so yeah, I draw double Fua, the opponent bricks. Story of my life. Draw Ash Blossom for turn, and then go main phase, pass. I draw Ghost Bell, pass. Draw Azuna. End phase, discard Impulse, pass. They draw Obedience School. It's a pretty good card. Activate Obedience School, and then chain Ash Blossom. If we chain Fua, we probably just lose anyways. They chain Called By. Don't feel good about that one. Chain Fua, and then chain Fua. And then pray this is maybe enough to convince them to not go for it. Or we draw Holly Sue off that. Okay, but we don't have a Vanquish Soul to reveal. So they go ahead, bring out 3 from deck. And then turn the Cupsy into a Snatchy. They draw Impulse Azuna. Wow, still no Vanquish Soul monster to reveal. Place Mingyong, Talents like a hand, they just submit defeat. On to the next game now. We'll go ahead and see Vanquish Soul go first. Opening hands, we have Impulse Azuna, Mad Love, Jiaolong, Forced Release. They have Droplet, Raigeki, Pot of Prosperity, Pop Field Spell, and Marshmallow. So main phase, normal Mad Love effect, grab out Field Spell. And then activate Field Spell effect goes Search, grab out Raisin from the deck to the hand. And then go in the Rock effect, special summon out, bring out Raisin effect goes Search, gonna grab out Burger from the deck to the hand, we can Raisin effect, we don't even have to do that technically, we could just Burger, bounce back, oh, we don't have anything, okay, we don't have the Dark for Burger, Raisin, reveal, and then Jiaolong special summon out, and then Burger to bounce back Raisin special, and then we have Jiaolong effect to go ahead, reveal some fires, go ahead, search out Holly Sue. That is fine. Then Holly Sue reveal to special. Yep, bring itself out. And then overlay those to make Ripper. And then Ripper effect to go search Jolkul. Now we have Jolkul effect. Reveal itself plus Azuna or Burger first. Okay. Reveal Jolkul and then draw into Shifter. Okay. I mean, permanent dark in hand at least. Jolkul reveal itself plus Azuna. And then we have Azuna effect to go dump the Lupus. Jolkul effect, grab out Lantern from the decks of the hand. We can make like what, SP and then make Nash Knight or something. Or we're gonna make Valon. And then Lantern effect, special summon itself, plus summon back out Lupus. Lantern effect, grab out Case for K9. I guess Nash Knight into Masquerade. Maybe we do that. It's not like we need to pop our back row. We have Forced Release in hand already. Case for K9, grab out Azuna. Make Nash Knight, set Forced Release, and then pass. I was going to say, yeah, I think Nash Knight is just probably a better interruption against this deck than going for the Masquerade. Masquerade would be worth it if we didn't have Quick Play Spell, because then, you know, it's giving us a bunch of interruptions. And Masquerade, if it resolves, is very high value. It gets to rip the card from hand while negating something. Pretty good. Pretty good. Go main phase, thinking and draw phase, it said you're good. So now main phase, activate Raigeki, chain Rock effect, target Holly Sue. That's not how this card works. It just adds back, it doesn't target. Then in response, chain Burger, reveal Shifter to go draw. And then they're thinking, I mean, they could purge this and then chain Droplet and negate Rock also. But they're going to go ahead, Droplet, send 2 to shut down Rock, plus Burger. Now we're going to chain Nash Knight to try to attach the Rock. Yeah, I guess that's pretty bad. And using Nash Knight to dodge, that's pretty nice there. Then they're going to shut down Nash Knight Burger. Okay, sure. Because, like, Raigeki's going to pop all this other stuff anyways. So now they go ahead, get rid of that. But the Holly Sue still goes back to hand off the Rock. Because we use Nash Knight to dodge Droplet. And then activate Pot of Prosperity. Go ahead and banish 6. And then look at the top 6. We go ahead and we grab the Obedience School there, then put the rest of the cards back to the bottom. Looking Typhon banished, SP, Oniri. Okay, put all that back to the bottom now. We still have Holly Sue plus all the attributes in hand, but remember, Raisin's at 1, can't summon Raisin from deck. Pretty bad. Obedience School now. Like, this deck got hit pretty hard. Pretty hard. Summon out 3. A little misclick there. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know why they dumped 1. Activate Holly Sue now. Reveal the Raisin. Special summon out. And then we have the Holly Sue effect now to go ahead reveal Raisin Shifter. Yeah. Go ahead reveal those 2. Special out Mad Love. And then Mad Love to search the trap card at least, I would assume. Yeah, go ahead grab out Trap. And then nothing on res, no Mad Love bounce or anything. Go in the Snatchy. Snatchy effect, go place Ming Yang effect. I mean, if you try to bounce any of these back to hand, it's not like it's actually doing anything. Go in the Cup C effect, chain Rescue Ace Impulse, bring out the Fire Attacker. And then they search Surprise, new Chain Link Fire Attacker, chain Purge onto that. No traps engraved, but, you know, will stop them from drawing and discarding. Activate Surprise to bounce Holly Sue Mad Love. And then they said anything on that. Chain Mad Love effect. Reveal the Azuna plus Shifter to try to bounce something back to hand. Chain the Cup C effect to go ahead Synchro. And then bring out Lollipo. Bounce back the Lollipo off the Mad Love. These get bounced back off of the Surprise. They said bounce back Synchro. Oh, true. These do have the same amount of defense. Okay, so looks like a little mishap on their end there. Not thinking that they could bounce back Lollipo. Miscalculation. Go ahead, go for Lollipo again. Lollipo effect, because we basically... That was kind of tough. That was a little tough. Now we're going to go ahead, go in the Cup C effect, search discard, grab out Marshmallow plus the Cookie, and then discard Marshmallow, special out Marshmallow. I think we actually just normaled it. Yeah, just normal it, play around Azuna. Effect, grab back Surprise, special summon out Cookie, activate Surprise now to special summon back out now. We already used the bounce effect, bring out the Snatchy attack over the Fire Attacker. And then they're trying to go ahead, swing. Okay, so this will drop them down to 1,500 there. Main phase 2. Yeah, no way to do the rest. We can also see like the Oniri there is also gone for the burn 15. But that also have to be like on the opponent's turn type of thing. They said a bit faster, please. Said back, sorry. Okay, pass. They draw Jolkul. Okay, I mean, they were under obedience school. It's not like they were able to set up very much more there anyhow. Like, can't go in the Herald. So now, Holly Sue, reveal Raisin the special. But, like, it is hard, though. Because Vanquish Soul is pretty dirty in a spot like this. Chain Cup C effect, tag out, summon back out. Chain Snatchy effect, pay 100. To go ahead and synchro. So they're going to synchro into Herald of Arclight. And then summon back out 2 from the graveyard. Bring out Marshmallow Snatchy. They bring out Holly Sue. Marshmallow Chainlink 1. Holly Sue Chainlink 2 to special from deck. Herald Chainlink 3. We can also protect it from being destroyed. So, I mean, sure. That's a fine trade with me. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and grab back the field spell. Doesn't even grab back Surprise there. And then... Oh, I guess so that way they can place the field spell at some point and get the pop out of it. We're going to go ahead, go in the Cookie, and then no Cookie effect. They use the field spell. We chain Cookie effect to tag out. So that's going to go ahead, bring out Cookie plus Lollipo. And then they're going to search Jiaolong, new chain link, Cookie effect, pop the Holly Sue for real this time. Normal summon out Raisin effect, chain Lollipo effect, bring out Cup C plus Snatchy. And then Raisin's going to grab out Caesar. New chain link. They have Snatchy to place, Cup C to draw, Raisin to go ahead, pop to try to start forcing cards out, chain Snatchy effect, chain Caesar effect. So bounce back Raisin, summon out Caesar. They're going to synchro 2 off to bring out a Cup C. Okay, they get to draw Purge, they get to place the pop field spell. They're going to get Cup C effect to go ahead and try to search, chain Caesar effect to go ahead, try to pop. And then they're just going to let that go. So, pop Snatchy. Yeah, go ahead, grab out Cup C Marshmallow. Discard Cup C. Field spell effect. Bring out Cup C from deck. Sure. Then activate Jolko. I was gonna say, it feels like we've played through basically everything. They still have Cookie Synchro. So they can go ahead, chain. Oh, wait. Am I tripping? Did they use this effect already to tag out? Is that why they're not chaining that there? Okay, maybe I'm tripping. I know that they had Lollipo and Cookie, but I do remember them having a third Synchro, actually, so it probably was Cupsy. I guess they used all the effects to tag out. If that's the case, then this makes less sense. Go ahead and go in the Jax effect, because we brought out Cookie and never booked with it. We're going to go ahead, pop the Cupsy, and then bring out Werewolf, pop Cupsy, and then they admit defeat. Wow. Okay, so now moving on to game 3, we will go ahead and we will see Yummy go first. We have Holisu, Fua, Fire Attacker, Noori, Jokul. They are just praying that Fua draws into a Vanquish Soul. They have Pop Field Spell, Ash Blossom, Marshmallow, Thrust Droplet. Okay, never mind. That will not be happening. So, go main phase. And then they're going to go activate Marshmallow effect, special summon out. They said, you know what? Even if you have a Zuno, we have Thrust. So, summon out Marshmallow, activate Fualos. They said okay, but then change Ash Blossom on that. They said you did okay. On summon to ask. Sent Fua from hand the grave, signaled keep going. It was instant zzz, sleeping zzz, I call judge. Okay, and then oh my gosh, there's no way. So how was that ruled? I mean, obviously not in their favor. Declared Marshmallow, special summon out, declared the effect of Fua, sent Fua to grave, they signaled keep going, then they sent Ash, they stopped signaling, okay. Okay, well, that's their fault, bro, they're a bozo, they don't know DB. You can't just, okay, if you're on DB, and you accidentally do, okay, like something that's a misclick, and this technically on DB even works with misplays, because technically you can't tell the difference between misplay and misclick. Even if you can, if you do it fast enough, it can still be just be considered a misclick. Like technically. So what they should have done is it should have just been like misclick. That's all you have to do. You just have to say misclick with the quickness, and you win the judge call. Well, I don't know what judges they were using, but I know if you just say misclick quick, like actual DB judges, Coliseum DB judges, all of them will say, okay, that's fine, as long as you say misclick. But you can see here, they never actually said misclick. They declared the effect of Fua, they sent it to the grave, they signaled keep going, they sent Ash, they stopped signaling okay. They waited for the opponent to say, you did okay, then they said on summon to ask. No, yeah, you don't deserve to win the judge call. You don't know DB. You don't know DB. Activate Snatchy effect to go ahead, place Ming Yang effect, summon back out Marshmallow. And then turn those into, do we draw Vanquish Soul? Okay, draw Nib, activate Cupsy effect, go ahead, grab out the Cupsy plus the Cookie, and then go ahead, discard the Cookie, activate Pop Field Spell, special out Cupsy from hand, Cupsy effect, go ahead, search, grab out Surprise. We have Thrust to go ahead, set from deck, that's going to set Black Goat Laughs, set Droplet, Surprise, try to pass, end domain, activate Nib. And then tribute the board, pass over the token. If they want to activate the field spell effect to summon, we're going to get the Fua draw. So pass, they draw T-Sibu there. Okay, that's a pretty good guard. Go main phase. Okay, so we're going to go Staker Soul, reveal Fire Attacker, the Ash Blossom it. Activate Jolko, reveal Holisu. And then chain Black Goat, reveal, or not revealing, but calling Holisu. And then tribute summon for Holisu. Normal summon Holisu, then activate its effect with priority. Go ahead, reveal Jokul, Fire Attacker. And then in response, I was going to say if they change Surprise to try to summon a Synchro, that won't be enough here. They're going to go ahead, Droplet to stop the Holisu. They said okay to that. And then Battle Phase, attack over the token. Oh my gosh, because it has 0 attack. That's so good. That's so good. Main Phase 2. Go ahead, set T-Sibu, they go ahead and go activate Surprise, summon out the Cupsy Yummy, and then Cupsy Yummy effect, grab out Marshmallow, and then pass turn, okay. Let me think. Was there never a world where it was Mirth making rocks? No. Yeah, probably not, because we could have made both rocks. Like, we had options for either of those. They have Black Oat engraved, by the way. So draw phase, activate TC Boo, and then go main phase. They can't turn that into Amirage, because, you know, it wasn't normal summoned. So now they're just thinking really heavy here. They're going to go activate Black Oat, call Holly Sue, chain Holly Sue, and this is during the main phase, and they drew talents for turn. So bring out Raisin, Raisin effect goes search, and then Raisin's going to grab out the Caesar. Yeah, we have the pop for that set up, and then, yeah, nothing here. Yeah, definitely no Raisin pop, we don't need to do that. Technically could have summoned Caesar by bouncing back Holly Sue to try to play around talents more, but they didn't, and they do get hit with it. They're going to go ahead chain Raisin effect to pop, so pop Cup Seed, they take Holly Sue, and then, yeah, our Caesar's still a pop, though, actually. Yeah, wait, yeah, we would never need to do that on res to play around talents, because we have the Noori in hand, so we always have access to the Earth, Dark, Fire. So now they go normal Marshmallow, Marshmallow effect, grab back Surprise, and then thinking on Resolution, activate Caesar, bounce back, special summon out. And then, yeah, you're good. Make Amirage with the Holly Sue. That's pretty funny. That does work, though. It was normal summon, so fair enough. Activate Caesar effect to go ahead and pop. And then this will pop the Amirage. Yeah, because don't want to pop the Marshmallow. Otherwise, they just go surprise summon back out from the grave. And that's pretty good. And it's like at this point, they have to beat Tsubu, even if they can do like a play through it, which they can't, because we know all they have is summon. This card just summon Beast. This card can't be turned into anything but Beast. All they could do is crash and then summon back, but that doesn't do anything. Draw on the Rhoda, yeah, and they just go ahead and admit defeat. And Rhoda could have searched Rescue Ace Impulse, since they already had the Raisin in hand. They said GG, the Ash, GG, my bad, but partly the game. Yeah, I mean, it's like fair enough, especially there's like a lot of money on the line. Like, yeah, like the opponent didn't, you know, say anything about it being a misclick. You know, if there's like, I don't know exactly how much money is on the line for this tournament. I think it's like $500 or something like that. But like, you know, I don't hate what they did. I don't like what they did though, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It'd be like that, especially when there's a lot of money on the line. Like, if there's a lot of money on the line, think your plays through. You know what I mean? Like, don't just click OK. Don't just click effect. Like, think the plays through. You're playing an IronMan. You have two other teammates in your ears. Take the time to think with all three of your teammates. That's the whole point of playing an IronMan, is you have three people thinking at once. So use that. Don't just play quick. Don't press buttons quick just because you can. And to be fair, though, that team was not playing properly a good amount of, well, I wouldn't say a good amount. There were multiple times where they made some very questionable plays. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.